Hey friends, Ash here. Welcome back to Extra Gents. Hope that you're having an awesome day. A little while back, I got this fragrance in, Ferragamo Bright Leather. It's actually something I've been looking for a while. This one I got from fragrancebuy.ca, a little bit over $50 US, so not a bad price. This actually came out this year, and I just haven't seen it pop up at discounters at all until now. So really excited to get this one in, even though the word on the street is that it's really not all that good, nothing to be excited about. But who cares? Still had to get it in. So in today's video, I will show you the presentation, break it down a little bit for you, let you know what I think about it. So let's jump into it. So as I said, guys, got this one from Frag Buy. I'll link it in the description. As of when I'm shooting this video, it's still in stock. But if you're watching this in the future, who knows? Let's go ahead and check out the presentation. So here you get the box. You have the name of the fragrance, name of the house, the size and concentration. It's an eau de toilette. You have Salvatore Ferragamo up top. And then on one side, you have the notes. Your top is bergamot, mandarin, and grapefruit. Your mid is basil, rosemary, and soft leather. And your base is cedar, patchouli, and musk. Even though they do list it out as bright future, essential pureness, and dreaming journey, which is an interesting way to say top, mid, base. Then on the back, you have a little bit of information. And on the bottom, you have your badge code, your barcode, and your ingredients. Badge code 00N59E1. And here we got the bottle. Across the front, you have the name Ferragamo. I like the look of the bottle. I think it looks classy, looks nice, feels good in the hand, nice and heavy. You have this leathery kind of feeling on the bottle as well, which is nice. On top of the cap, it says Ferragamo. On the bottom, you have a sticker with your badge code. And the cap, this one doesn't click into place. I think it's supposed to, but it really doesn't. But it's really not a big deal. Let's go ahead, waste a couple sprays. So yeah, the atomizer on this is actually really good. Okay, as I told you guys, bright leather, the word on the street was that it was one thing I will say is that in general, I am kind of bummed that Ferragamo has apparently distanced themselves from the Uomo line. There were some fragrances in that line that I liked a lot, the original and signature especially, but they've been concentrating on this line, this leather line. So bright leather, how does this one smell? Is it any good? So the opening here, I actually like it a lot, like a whole lot. It's citrusy, it's fresh, it's a little bit sweet, but not overly sweet. There's no bubblegum here or anything like that. It's a little bit aromatic. It's, slightly green. And I'll tell you, in the opening, it reminds me of a discontinued fragrance that I like a lot. And that fragrance is Aqua Fahrenheit from Christian Dior. So when you first spray this one on, it's going to give you kind of a reminiscence of Aqua Fahrenheit. And personally, I think that Aqua Fahrenheit is way better than Fahrenheit Cologne. So, Aqua Fahrenheit got discontinued. They came out with Fahrenheit Cologne almost as like a replacement to an extent for Aqua Fahrenheit. And I think it's worse. I don't think it's a terrible fragrance, but I don't like it as much as Aqua Fahrenheit. So when I sprayed this one on and I got hit with that blast in the opening and it made me think of Aqua Fahrenheit, I was just like, whoa, I like that, yeah. There's no violet in the note breakdown here, but it smells like there's violet here. It's not as much that petrol-y violet. It doesn't come across like, Fahrenheit Eau de Toilette or something where it has a very strong gasoline kind of vibe. It's not like that. Instead, it's more of that green, slightly aquatic type of violet. And I think the opening here smells fantastic. I really do. I like it so much. Again, that is because partially it's reminding me of a fragrance that I love very much that's discontinued, so I'm always gonna be here for that. But even if you remove that similarity to Aqua Fahrenheit or you take that out of the equation, I still think the opening here smells very good. I like it. As I said, fresh, a little bit sweet, a little bit green, kind of a violet feel, and a very pleasant, soft leather underneath. Depending on where you look, it's described different ways. Blonde leather, here soft leather, white leather, I think Fragrantica calls it. But yeah, you know what you're in for. It's that very soft, smooth leather, you know, nothing dirty about it, no oiliness to it, no animalic tinge, nothing like that at all. So the opening's fantastic. So the fragrance has got to be just, boop, right? The issue with this one is as it dries down, it loses a lot of that attention-grabbing feeling that it has in the opening. It starts to become much more basic. It becomes basically just this soft leather and then a clean white musk, maybe a little faint little hint of woodiness. So after the citrus goes, and after that kind of violet feeling goes, you're not left with a whole heck of a lot else once you do hit that dry down. Now don't take that as me saying it smells bad in the dry down, because it doesn't. Really easygoing, easy to wear, completely inoffensive. It's just that opening and the mid, it really, you know, it takes that Aqua Fahrenheit feeling, maybe gives it a slight modern twist, and I love the way it smells. So it's just kind of, there's nowhere to go but down, and it does kind of go down. But again, you know, $55, give or take a little bit. I can overlook that. But then we get to the performance, and that's going to be something that maybe for some people breaks the fragrance a little bit. It's not that it doesn't have longevity, because it does. It sticks around on my skin for quite a while, you know, 6+ hours pretty easily, but it does get soft. As it starts to head into the dry down and it becomes more of just that white musk and a little bit of leather that I just talked about, it's pretty soft at that point. Yeah, soft leather, soft projection. Yeah, that's what it does. Projection's fine initially, first 30 minutes, 45 minutes maybe, give or take. It's fine. You can pick it up well, no problem. I'd say more average than anything, but you know, I'm not gonna knock that. It's an eau de toilette. But as you head into the dry down, it's gonna sit very close to your skin, and you're gonna have to kind of put your nose close to pick it up. Maybe you get lucky and catch a faint little waft here and there. But if you're going into this hoping it's gonna project pretty well, you're gonna be let down. Projection is overall, I'd say a little bit below average. In terms of seasons, it's more of a springtime fragrance for me. You could also wear it in fall if you wanted to, but the freshness in the opening there makes me lean more towards spring. And it's definitely more of a summertime fragrance than a wintertime fragrance, but if you're looking for just the perfect season, spring. And as far as daytime, nighttime use, leans more toward daytime use. So what's the overall verdict? Well, I love the opening, I love the mid, and when I've been wearing this fragrance, I have reapplied to kind of go through that first 30-45 minutes a few times, because I love the way that smells. Then as it settles down, as I said, much more basic, and the projection is lacking at that point. So overall, I like the fragrance, I dig it, I'm gonna wear it, but it definitely has some flaws. I do feel like though that I like it a lot more than most of the people that I talk to about it. If you can, I mean, try to sample it first, but there is that issue of it being kind of not the easiest fragrance to get your hands on. For $50 some odd at Fragrance Buy, no regrets, great pickup, bright leather, very solid. If this one just projected a little more and was a little bit more interesting when it dried down, then we'd really be in business. All right, guys, that will do it for me. Ferragamo Bright Leather. If you've smelled that, let me know what you think about it. Thank you for hanging with me. Stay safe out there. See you again another day with another video. See you guys later.